Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy Joey Does Tech, and welcome yourselves back to a brand new video. A little bit of a different one today. So I'm going to be opening my brand new, I'm very excited for this, digital microscope provided by Andonstar. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. This specific model is the AD407, and I picked it up on Amazon for £250. After doing my own research on this specific model of microscope, I decided it was time to take the plunge. Statistics Fix did also recommend this microscope to me. He uses it in his videos. I'll include a link to his channel in the description down below. Another YouTuber by the name of The Coder done a review on this exact model as well, and it's probably going to be a lot more in depth than what mine is. So if you want to go and check his out, feel free. My main goal with this microscope was to ensure that I could stream and record my videos whilst using it. I believe Andonstar has another model, which is the AD404 or 405, which is around about £100 cheaper. It has a 5-inch screen instead of a 7, which is what this has. However, when you plug the HDMI cable into that one, the review stated that it actually made the screen black on the microscope, and you could only view the contents of it on the screen that you set the HDMI up to. So here we go, let's get it open. Okay, so upon opening said box, we have the manual itself, the user's manual, and a nice bit of foam that I've already removed. So I'm gonna put those over to the side. We have a remote control. We have a European plug by the looks of it, but they have also provided us with a different adapter, which is good. We like that a lot. What's amazing about this is the fact that they include a HDMI, a mini HDMI to a HDMI. That is solid. We also have what looks to be the power adapter. So this is the controls for making it brighter and actually turning it on, I'm pretty sure. You've got what looks to be the power jack itself, USB, and then I don't know, this is micro USB, so whether that connects it to the PC and then this provides the actual power, we'll see. We've also got some little screws. We've got 2 Allen key screws as well as an Allen key provided. That's handy. And we've also got, I believe this goes on the base. It's like metal prongs which hold a PCB or whatever it is that you're working on in place. Now, this screen is 7 inches, I believe, and this is the focusing for turning, so you can turn and focus this, and then obviously we can move it up and down with the stand that I believe is included, I hope so, in this box. Then we've got the stand, which, does it go that way? No, it goes this way, obviously, Joey. Haha. The quality of the stand actually feels okay. It looks painted, I think. I don't know, that's just my first look. It kind of looks a little bit painted. I don't know if you can see it. But it feels weighty, not extremely heavy, but sturdy enough, I feel. Then to finish off, next is the base, which actually, no, the base is a little bit heavier than what the stand is, but I thought the base would be a little bit more than what it weighs currently. I could be wrong though. Once we get it set up, we might fall in love with it. And that is all that was in the box. Like everything, I'll put everything, including the manual, back in the box, and we'll put that to the side because we don't need a manual yet. Okay, so I'll zoom in for this part a little bit more just so we can get an exact idea of what's going on. So I'm going to fold out these. I don't know if I even need to fold them out. I'm going to guess we use the Allen key screws to mount this. So I stick that here. Right, don't mess this up, Joey. You've got one job. Feels like it's being screwed in, which is good. And then I'm just going to leave that loose just in case, because I need to find this one as well now. Whilst I'm putting this together, I am a complete and utter noob when it comes to tech repair. I do this as a hobby. The channel that I have is based off somebody who has pretty much no experience. I started the channel back in February of 2020, and this is my first microscope because I've begun to get into a little bit more soldering and motherboard work, etc. So I thought it's probably best that I get a microscope now. And as for price, I believe this is one of the cheapest microscopes that you're actually going to find. There are more expensive microscopes out there, which have the, I don't know what they're called, it's like binoculars, you know. So that is also a thing. That looks a little bit off to me. It looks a little bit off center. Unless, does this turn round? You can only screw it in, I don't know if you guys can see, but there is only 2 holes that you can screw in. It's not like it has like any movement to it, and they're both in fairly well. It looks like it's veering to the right a little bit. Whether or not that's something we can fix, I don't know, but maybe I'm just being paranoid. Now I think you can see there, it's a little bit off-centered. A little bit off-centered. You see? I'll quickly undo the screw and see if that is a thing. Turns out they do have a little bit of give. So yeah, I think that changing that screw, because it was like that before. So if I just hold it in that place and then go to tighten it up again, that was my mistake. It's still a little bit off, but I mean, it's okay. It's not too bad. It's all right. That's me maybe just being a little bit picky. Okay, so next we obviously have the microscope. I believe this is obviously the microscope at the bottom. That's where the camera is. And then the screen projects the image from that. So I'm just gonna unscrew these, put this in very gently and carefully. I don't wanna ruin it at all or scratch it or anything like that as soon as I'm opening it. I'm gonna put it right, I believe you put it all the way down the back, as you can see. I've put it all the way in through the thread, and then I'm just gonna tighten up using these. You've also got a screw at the back. I believe this screw at the back controls the, I don't know what it controls, I'll be honest, because this does the up and the down. So these wheels that you have here on the side do the up and the down. If I loosen this, does it do it better? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's just tight. This screw at the back is just tightness for the mount. Okay, wicked. So these things here are in fact lights. They're LED lights. I think they're very, very little in terms of power usage, but will do the job. I'm going to plug in this lead now. So I'm actually going to plug the USB into my PC. Cable management will not remain like this, so don't worry. This micro USB, I think, just slips in the back, which it does. We've still got, okay, it comes on. That's wicked. That's what we like to see. So what's this for? Okay, so for the purpose of the video, I'll tilt it as it is. I believe it's turned on. I'm going to remove the good stuff. Oh baby, nothing is gonna, oh, that's my finger. Okay, so I've got the lights. So that I've just powered it off. Oh, this is for the lights. It is. Oh, that's wicked. Okay, so that additional power cable I was talking about goes into the lights. Okay, so if we bring up the lights like this, just put them down, and then we turn it on. Oh, lovely. Make it brighter. Less bright. Let's angle it correctly. Okay, sweet. So this is in fact the focus. Oh, that's so clear. That's ridiculously clear. Wow. Okay, what about this? How deep can we go on some text? This is a warning text. There we go, look at that. Wow. Do you have batteries? You're not, nope. Okay, some long lasting AAA Duracell Bunny batteries should do the job. I can't. Okay. Oh, there we go. Jeez. All right. That took a while. It took quite a lot of button presses there. Okay, this is probably resolution for the monitor and the HDMI cable rather than what's on this screen. QHD P30. You can record audio. That's pretty cool. What about the zoom function? Okay, look, we've got digital zoom. Look at that. So it's a 1.3, 1.4. The control isn't that responsive, by the way. 1.5, 1.6. What does it go to? I think it goes to 3 from what I read. Yeah, 3 times zoom. So that's really, really cool. And then you've obviously got the, if you want to go a bit closer, you can do indeed. Okay, I don't know where, like, is this like infrared or something? I don't know where the infrared thing is for this. It doesn't seem to be very good. I'm pressing quite hard on the buttons and it's just not moving. Okay, there we go. That's better. It's moving now quite rapidly. So we'll go back down to, this is just 1 times. And then if we adjust the focus on this, I can't believe the pitch quality. I think the quality is amazing. Where am I going? Maybe I do have to go this way. Because I'm too close. That's all the way out focused. If I try and focus in, maybe I'm too close to it. Maybe that's the thing. I was a little bit too far in for that, I think. That's really close. I mean, yeah, that's really cool. It works out of the box. You saw how easy it was for me to assemble. And now I'm going to take you over to OBS. So this is the first look at the quality that we have from this microscope. I think it's wicked. On the screen, it's a little bit lighter to what it is on OBS. However, there is a button here to make that a little bit better. So you've got the high, medium and low in brightness, which is pretty handy, I think. So for the sake of this, I'm going to put it on high and just see what it looks like after I've recorded. This is being recorded via an Elgato HD60S capture card. I don't have the capture stick that a lot of people have to hook their DSLR cameras up to their machines. I just simply use an Elgato HD60S. You can use that capture card, it's fine. It's exactly the same principle. Instead of going from HDMI from your console into the capture card, you just go HDMI from, for example, this microscope into the capture card. It is doable. I can confirm that the screen on the actual microscope as well is on. So, and if I move things, then it moves on there as well. It just looks so incredibly clear. This is a cable tie, by the way. For me, this microscope was massively beneficial for live streaming and being able to record videos, so I'm happy that I can use the microscope screen as well as it be displayed on OBS, which is what I'm using to capture this recording. Straight out of the box, this thing does not come with an SD card, and I think it takes up to 32 gigabytes the size of an SD card, so that's pretty handy. I have got one, but I just haven't put mine in yet. I didn't want to make this an official review because it really isn't. It's just me unboxing, and I'm really looking forward to getting some use with it to then maybe think about giving you an honest review of what I think of this product. So far so good, really easy to assemble. You can also install the clips that look to hold down motherboards or whatever you're working on the plate itself, but I haven't opted for that personally. I do need to find out if there is a way to get rid of the recording symbol and also the brightness. I'll hit you guys up with another video later on down the line with my honest review of what I think about this product, but for the time being, please, I can't stress the importance of doing your own research, guys. It really helps you understand the product better, and just try and look at as many different reviews as you can to get a better understanding of exactly what it is that you want out of a microscope. I've been your boy Joey Does Tech. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.